the movie theater, my friend left me alone saying, "Wait here, I'll be right back." "Wait, where are you?" But she was already gone. I stood there holding both our drinks in the dimly lit hallway with nobody in sight, but that's when I noticed him. A massive guy, maybe 40, definitely over 6 feet tall, looking at me from down the hall. His eyes locked onto mine immediately. Not the casual glance of someone passing by, but the focused stare of someone with purpose. My heart started beating as he started walking my way, because there was literally nobody else around. Then I realized the emergency exit was right behind me, and prayed he was just heading for that. I tried moving out of the way for him, avoiding eye contact at all costs as I could see his shoes getting closer, but I clenched my jaw as he stopped directly in front of me and stood there staring. Before I could move sideways to escape, his hand shot out and grabbed my wrist. "I need you to help me find my daughter." My eyes went wide and I was starting to panic. "What? I don't want to. Let go." I tried yanking my arm back, but he only tightened his grip, his other hand moving to his jacket pocket, clearly hiding something in it. "Come on, you're helping me find my daughter." He was glaring at me intently and I was completely helpless. He was way bigger than me. The emergency exit was 3 feet away and he kept glancing at it, then back at me, positioning his body between me and the main corridor where the crowds were, where the F was my friend. I tried pushing away, but he pressed closer, backing me into the corner where the wall met the exit door. He pointed towards it. "Let's go. She's outside." He said again, but louder, more desperate. "No, I don't know her." But he was shoving me toward the emergency door while his hand stayed buried in that pocket. My legs turned to jelly, tears streaming down my face, but I planted my feet and grabbed the wall with my free hand, even as he tried to pry my fingers loose one by one. I was so nervous I couldn't scream, and felt my hand turning white as he squeezed it so hard. I was full on crying and said, "Stop, please." He put his hand on my chest. "No, you coming with me right now." He was about to push me outside, and I was ready for my life to end. But at that exact moment, one of the theater doors suddenly burst open, and a crowd walked out from a movie that just finished. Everybody walked by me as he stared at me intently, making sure I didn't get anyone's attention. That's when this guy, maybe 22 with a backwards cap and a group of friends, stopped and stared directly at us. He must have noticed something was off, and I made eye contact. He noticed I was crying and saw it all. The tears, the terror, the silent pleading, because he mouthed help while his friends kept walking, and when I gave the tiniest nod I could manage without the man noticing, he yanked my wrist to get me to look at him and quietly said, "Shut up." Then he showed me what was in his pocket. It was a gun. I looked back over his shoulder and saw the young guy whisper something to his friends, and immediately walked over with complete confidence, threw his arm around my shoulders like we'd been together for years, and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Hey babe, thanks for waiting." "Who's this guy?" His 5 friends instantly picked up on the situation, forming a semicircle around us. One of them pushed the man, saying, "Yeah, what's up, buddy?" But they didn't see what he was holding. "She's helping me look for my daughter," the man said. But when the guys pressed closer, demanding he let go of me, his panic took over and he actually pulled the gun out, pointing it at all of us with his hand shaking violently. Everyone froze for a split second, the guys' eyes going wide as they realized this was way more serious than they thought. And in that moment of pure adrenaline and terror, I did the only thing I could think of. I kneed him as hard as I could right in the balls. He screamed in pain with this horrible gasping sound, dropping the gun as it clattered across the floor as his hands went to his crotch. Another guy pushed him, making he stumble backward, and burst through the emergency exit, setting off the alarm as he ran limping toward a white van in the parking lot. The guy said, "Oh my God, are you okay?" with his hands on my shoulders. My friend came back from the bathroom. "Oh my God, you have a boyfriend?"